The green light goes, and away they go. The first Grand Prix of 1985, and somebody stalled at the back, and Keke Rosberg has shot into the lead ahead of Michele Alboreto. So at the end of the second lap, Rosberg leads. There he is. Alboreto is second. Prost is third. Senna and De Angelis fourth and fifth.
Puff of smoke from Rosberg's car then, and he slowed right up, so that looks pretty certainly a blown engine.
The leader, Alboreto, about a second behind him, Alain Prost. Ayrton Senna driving superbly. Lauda ahead, world champion Niki Lauda passes Ayrton Senna.
So the Lotus is obviously not as fast on the straight as the Ferrari, and is more of an even match for the McLaren. He can't pass him on the straight, he's got to do it round the back of the circuit, and he's not getting very close to him, except now something's happened to Alboreto. He slowed down then. Yes, well, it looks to me very much as if Alboreto missed a gear there. He just slowed down momentarily, and he's picked it up again now.
And you can see the gap now. And Senna is up into third position. Ayrton Senna in the JPS Lotus with its turbocharged Renault engine is in third position. Now there's a change. There's the distinctive yellow helmet of the very serious and pragmatic, thoughtful Ayrton Senna. What has happened to Niki Lauda? This is the answer. Into the pits comes Niki Lauda. Prost sitting impassively there. Already the jacks are away, and what a sparkling pit stop. 10.8 seconds, and Michele Alboreto comes into the pits now. He was destined not to take the lead. Lap 30 this is, half distance, and Senna's Lotus dropped off the jack there, and that's even so, it's a 2 seconds faster stop than that of his teammate Elio De Angelis, and Ayrton Senna rejoins the Brazilian Grand Prix still in third position. He had a lot of trouble, physical trouble, in the winter because he had a viral infection which literally paralyzed half his face. As a result of that, he had to take things very easily indeed. He wasn't able to get any real training in until just a week or two before this very, very grueling race. It doesn't seem to have affected him, and he's making up, I suspect, with sheer determination, a physical disability. And the Brazilian crowd's going to be pretty unhappy. They've already seen Nelson Piquet out of the race very early on. Now here is Ayrton Senna into the pits, and he's obviously coming in to retire. He's not driving in, he is rolling in. The McLaren mechanics are already ready to invade the course, and they do so to greet him home for the 8th consecutive McLaren win, and that's 13 in the last 17 Grand Prix victories for McLaren.
Watch the lights for green. The Portuguese Grand Prix is on. And Alboreto comes out from his line. Ayrton Senna leads. And it's De Angelis in second place. The two JPS Lotuses lead, with Prost in third position, with Alboreto in fourth place. So, Ayrton Senna is finding out what handling of the JPS Lotus is like for the first time on a wet track surface.
Yes, with the talent that Senna showed us at Monte Carlo last year in those dreadful conditions, when he absolutely threw the Coleman round with wonderful control, I don't think it really matters what the Lotus is like.
But at the end of lap 1, Ayrton Senna is leading. Elio De Angelis is in his spray in second place, and of course with Prost in third position, with Alboreto in fourth place, the man you are looking at, the race leader, 25-year-old Ayrton Senna, has got an enormous advantage. And we are now on lap 10 out of 70 as De Angelis has got Prost and Alboreto right behind him.
Yes, I think the back marker was holding him up a little bit, and that's given Prost and Alboreto the chance to close out. So now we've got a 3-car battle for second place. Well, we haven't seen much of Ayrton Senna this afternoon because he's been all on his own, leading the race, and he's driving absolutely immaculately. I can tell you, there we are. He is some 30 seconds clear of the field, and you can bet your life that he's not pushing it hard, because with a 30-second lead, who needs to? And he's stroking it along. He's driving beautifully smoothly.
The ex-British Formula 3 champion when he drove the Dick Bennett's Ralt so superbly in the season of 1983. Then last year, he moved up to the Tolman Grand Prix team, where he finished second and jolly nearly won at Monaco and took the fastest lap there. Finished in third place in Britain and here in Portugal. Ayrton Senna has been waving as he went past the pits, as Prost did at Monaco. He's waving at the officials to say stop the race. And this is ironic, because Senna complained vociferously, to put it mildly, at Monaco, that if the race had been delayed for just one lap longer, he would have won. Now Senna, and off goes Prost, and regains, and spins. Alain Prost spins right off, and he's going to be out of the race with a smashed rear wing.
So they've still got a fair way to go, and if the conditions are as bad as Senna's signal suggests and Prost's spin suggests, then I don't suppose they'll want to soldier around like that for another half an hour.
Out goes the checkered flag, and Senna has won the jubilant Team Lotus mechanics, and off goes Mansell. Nigel Mansell goes off but rejoins, and Ayrton Senna has already got his shoulder straps undone, and you can see that this usually totally unflappable, imperturbable Brazilian is for once absolutely beside himself. Look at him, both hands waving with joy.
Up comes Alboreto into third position. Behind Alboreto already is Alain Prost in fourth position.
De Angelis, who after all has been number one at Lotus for a couple of years now, or sort of performing as number one, will be giving everything to try and stop the surge through to seniority of Ayrton Senna.
I suspect that Prost is the fastest man on the track, or would be, if only he could get past Alboreto. Alboreto, of course, is on the racing line, which is where he should be. And Prost, now there, Alboreto through to take De Angelis, and second place.
Prost is now taking him. He's going to get him, and Nelson Piquet has come into the pits. Can't see why as yet, but I suspect it might be tyres. I think they may have gone on a soft compound. But so Prost through into third place, but Lauda is on top of Alboreto now, so Alboreto is in definite trouble, and it looks mechanical. I suspect that Alboreto, in fact Alboreto slowed right down, and he looks like it's quite serious. I thought at first it was gearbox, but it's hard to tell from here.
On lap 31, it's Senna, Prost, Lauda, De Angelis fourth, Johansson fifth.
Prost is well placed in the tow again, but he only seems to be able to get half alongside the very aerodynamic Lotus, and I don't think that's going well. He's not, a lot of pushing time, but Senna still has the inside for the corner, you see, and that is Alain Prost's problem. Senna is doing everything right in front. Prost is potentially quicker than him, but Prost, having a look now, they're all over each other, and this is really tremendous stirring stuff.
Well, now there's another tail-ender coming up. It's one of the Renaults, and it's Patrick Tambay. Patrick Tambay in the Renault he's in 10th position, and he's going to be caught and passed very shortly by the Renault-powered Lotus. Lap 35, and Ayrton Senna has pulled out a bit of a lead over Alain Prost. Ayrton Senna, now the dominant driver in Grand Prix racing this year, without a shadow of a doubt, is demonstrating that even the mighty Marlboro McLaren team, which won 12 out of 16 Grand Prix last year, can be beaten. And down he goes, Senna, into the Rivazza, the double lap.
Senna's in trouble, could be fuel, so Senna slowed right down out of the blue.
Out of the last corner he comes, a victory he probably never expected to get.